Hello, this is Frank Wolf from WNYathletics.com. I am here at Canisius High School in Buffalo, New York, with the head football coach, Rich Robbins. And today we're going to find out where his star player, CJ Ozolins, is going to be taking his football talents in 2020. CJ Ozolins, the Buffalo News Player of the Year, Connolly Cup finalist, Mark Adair Football Weekly Player of the Year, and WNY Athletics Defensive Player of the Year, CJ Ozolins. Coach, we're going to find out where CJ is going to go in just a few moments here, but just your thoughts on the players and the person, CJ.
You know, just an outstanding young man, really is. From his leadership, to his effort and just anything that a head coach would look for and ask for, CJ brings that to the table. Proud football family. Obviously, dad's a head coach at Buff State. So CJ grew up in football. He knows what a good practice looks like. He knows what championship football is supposed to be. And he was a huge, part of leading, the rest of our team by example and also as a vocal leader, to a state championship this year. So can't say enough good things about CJ.
And this past year, was capped off with the championship that saw CJ demand the ball pretty much at the end of the game and get across that goal line for the 2-point conversion, which led you guys to another Catholic state championship. Just talk about that particular game, that play, and what it's meant to the program.
Yeah, just a tremendous ending for us. We had a great run at the end of the year and obviously culminated with beating Cardinal Hayes, out of the Bronx, who, we have a ton of respect for, a very well-coached team, very talented team. So to be able to beat them that day and in the fashion that we did it, scoring with no time left and going for a 2-point conversion, that's a memory that everybody will have for a lifetime. So, for CJ's part of it, I think, coaches will understand what I'm saying. When a young man stays late all the time and watches extra film and he works extra hard and he's helping me be a captain and be a leader, he's earned the right in that moment to come to me and say, hey, coach, grab, give me the ball, I'll get it in, So that's not something that's typical, certainly for everybody. And but sometimes I think as a coach, you just, you got to put your ego aside and trust a young man that really had that look in his eye, like, coach, I'm gonna get this done for us.
Well, that's the coach they refer to as the Bear, Coach Rich Robbins. We're going to bring CJ in just a moment with a few of his teammates, and we're going to find out just where CJ Ozolins will be playing football this fall.
Hi, my name is CJ Ozolins. I'm a linebacker at Canisius High School. I'm here to announce my football commitment to Mercyhurst, and I'll be playing in the fall.
Yes, sir. Frank Wolf, WNYathletics.com. I am here sitting with CJ Ozolins, who is graduating from Canisius High School this spring, and he has decided to go down to Mercyhurst in Erie, Pennsylvania, as his next stop in his football career. CJ, congratulations on the commitment. What was it about Mercyhurst that separated themselves from Seton Hill and other schools that you've talked with?
The brotherhood was the hugest part that I had with going down there on my visit, because they weren't a top choice for me in the beginning, and they showed so much interest when they came in these past couple of weeks. They were the only school to come in more than once to show interest in me. So I thought that was a huge sign, especially the head coach coming down on the last one, just to talk numbers and coming down for a visit. It was really they showed a different level of want and care about me compared to the other schools, and I truly liked that, because that was the whole reason why I came here with Coach Robbins. He showed me that interest, and not many coaches do that. So I realized that they were a very good staff, and they knew what they wanted, and I wanted to give them a chance, and it ended up working out in both of our favors, because I ended up loving the school on my visit, loving the guys, the teammates, the guys I'll get to work with the next 4 years, and hopefully get a great education out of it, because that's my major, and it just seems like a great fit.
You've got a number of kids from Western New York that are already down at Mercyhurst. Another one just committed last week, Cam Barmore from Clymer Sherman, Panama, a state championship football team. You'll be joining him down there. But Johnny Spire, West Seneca West. Andrew Bernard, a big lineman from Randolph. We talked about, and a number of others. Grayson Taylor is there. He's a Cleve Hill kid. And just a bunch of kids that are already down there. When will you reach out to those guys, or do you expect to hear from them maybe just to kind of get you acclimated with what's going on over there?
Well, I already have Spire's number, because I used to play with him back in Little League, we went and trained in STA for about 2 years. So I have his number. We stay in contact. He was very excited to hear me that I was coming down for a visit, and he was probably one of the first guys I told that I was committing. He was very, very excited to hear about it, so I can't wait to get down and play with him. I'm in a group. The new commits, they have a group chat, and we're all together in it. And just some of the guys that you mentioned as well, they're in it, and we're starting to get to know each other. Talking about getting roommates set up and just setting up off-season workouts, going to the spring football game they have there. We're really excited for this.
What kind of roommate are you going to be? I mean, what your roommate that's already there or is getting down there, what is he going to get?
Well, he's going to get a guy who doesn't like messing around too much. He's straightforward. I'm straightforward, right to the point. I'm not messy most of the time. I generally like to keep my room clean. I won't be staying up too late every night on the weekends, maybe to see what happens. But during the week or Monday through Friday, it's strictly football and school, and you get rewarded on Saturdays.
And then just talk about the last couple of years here at Canisius. Again, you were the Buffalo News Player of the Year this past season. WNY Athletics had you as their Defensive Player of the Year. Mark Adair from Football Weekly named you his Player of the Year, and you were a Connolly Cup finalist.
Yes.
The last 4 years went by fast, particularly the last 2 here at Canisius. What are you going to take with you from your experiences here onto your next chapter?
Mainly leadership and accountability. This past season, it was a very underclassmen heavy team with very limited seniors, especially seniors who actually contributed and played. I mean, everyone contributed, but most of the seniors didn't play that much, and it was mainly started by sophomores and juniors. So we knew that we would have to leave the game in their hands, and it was up to them to help us, so we can count on them to get through these past couple weeks of the season and the playoffs especially. So leadership was a huge one, trying to get those guys in order, hit the maturity down, get them really focused in on because we all came here for one goal, and that was to win a state championship, and that's what we did. So we're looking to do that again next year, and I can't wait to root those guys on.
So, if you look at the Canisius alumni, I mean, the possibilities are endless. There's guys that left here that are actually part of the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl team this Sunday. I mean, can you see yourself going even further than Mercyhurst at some point?
That's always a possibility. It's never, as a kid, it was one of my top goals to do, but reality set in these last couple of years, and I realized that's probably not for me. But if that opportunity presents itself, then I'll definitely jump on and take it.
Academically, you said you wanted to get into sports management.
Correct.
What in particular do you like about that particular field?
The math I take now is statistics, and I like that more than any math I've ever taken. And I really want to get into something to do with athletics and sports, so that my dream job right now is to become an AD, an athletic director somewhere, either high school or college, and see and go from there.
Excellent. CJ Ozolins, he is on his way to Mercyhurst this fall. He's going to be joining a lot of Western New York football alum down there, and we'll have to keep tabs on number 9, CJ Ozolins, heading to Mercyhurst in the fall.
WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.